Let me get joke, everybody laughs. I know I'm funny, but I'm not that funny.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself, yeah.
Well, Coach, no precipitation to speak of, but still a very chilly December day in Philly. Winter coats and hot chocolate abound here at Lincoln Financial Field. The scene in South Philly a few moments ago. Boy, the city of brotherly love is fired up. They're saying fly, Eagles, fly, as they get ready to match up with the New York Giants. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Come on, set, and Lobo.
Here we go.
Shoot.
Here's the former number 2 pick, the Pro Bowler Saquon Barkley. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Jones operating from the gun. And his throw here's incomplete. Evan Ingram was the intended target, and now it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Here's Jones throwing again. He's going to air one out. He's got a man complete. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Corey Coleman, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. PAT up and good by Rosas. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Now a 2-time 1,000-yard rusher for the Bears. This is Jordan Howard. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go. Shift. Flag. Check 31. Check.
They run with Howard. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his own line and just went.
So there's two ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
52 by 52.
No gain on this defense, no gain.
From midfield, here's Wentz. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
Now Wentz on third down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
On the return, it's Tate. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got him the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
On second down, here's Barkley. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
82.
On first down, Wentz. For the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. They'll get 13 yards for the second play in a row. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Trying the right side with Howard. There to stop him on the defensive side, Lorenzo Carter. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Bringing it in, Jackson left side. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. First time that they've called his number tonight, and it gets him a first down.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line. Use the mic. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home. Undercrush. Tyson. Hey, alert 3. Check 50. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Go back. We got motion. Back up.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On first down, they run with Howard. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done, down to the 15 from the 21. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 15-yard line.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up. Quick the edge. Come. No.
This is Howard on 2nd down. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Hey, turn it up. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Watch the edge. Check three. Under 10.
They'll run on first down. Howard. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
On 2nd down, it's Howard, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
31's the mic. I'm going to come back to you.
Hey, Ford, Tokyo!
Snap coming at 1. Now Wentz. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Alshon Jeffrey, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Jones out to the right here to Shepard. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
You file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball,
Get a completion.
you get a catch,
Yeah.
but still,
No
yardage. Okay.
It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Malcolm Jenkins up to make the stop. Barkley had his biggest game yardage-wise against these Eagles last year pretty early on in the season. 130 on the ground, 99 more through the air on 9 catches. From the 39, Jones. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end. And it's 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, Jones. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Hey, 2, 10.
On first down, Jones. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Jones now, going to throw again. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a quarterback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Throwing on first is Wentz. Right side caught by Jackson. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be second and 9.
A gain of a yard.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this second and 9.
Hey, Charlie.
Let's go, let's go. 54 is Mike, 54 is Mike. Check, check, watch 54, watch 54.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend.
Mike's by 4, Mike.
Hey, Alpha.
Mike's by 4. Hey, tight.
Corky, 82, Corky.
Mike's 54. You're not ready.
Throwing again on second down. Wentz. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, and he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
The Eagles on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is third and 9.
Don't be scared of it.
Right there.
Hey, kill. Hey, 4, kill.
Check Mike, check Mike.
Hey, orbit.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
What's that?
Now, Wentz again. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Thought they were going to force a fourth down. Instead, P.I. gives them the first.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That could really, really be demoralizing.
They try and run on first down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it second and 12.
54. Let's pick it up. It's out.
Sunday.
Get off the field. Let's get off the field. 54 is Mike. 54.
Hey, try 7.
54. I'm here all day. I'm here all day. Watch it. Kill. Check 13. Check 13. Rush in. Check 13.
Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Right through, back man. 180.
On first and goal, Howard. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
On 2nd down now, it's Howard. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. They isolate Jeffrey to the left side. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
Now Jake Elliott, earlier in his career, he beat these Giants with a 61-yarder. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And Elliott puts this one through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. They took it all the way to the 1, but in the end, opt for 3.
Just doesn't sound right, does it? If you get all the way down to the 1-yard line, isn't that supposed to be a play in the end zone that culminates in a touchdown for your team?
And per usual, it felt like the guys on the sideline wanted to go ahead and go for it.
Of course they did, but of course head coach, it defers back to him, and he made the decision, let's get 3 out of this, make sure we get some points.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. He's going to let one fly for Tate. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you...
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Giants are going to jump back in front. Rosas good with the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the...
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Going right side here, and that's complete. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. He got 29 yards that time.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
At the 10-yard line.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Throw left side complete. That's Jackson. Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now 3rd and goal.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Well, they're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on 3rd and goal from the 1. Trying to punch it in with Howard. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Jordan Howard, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Eagles have retaken the lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And it's now 17-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Jones to throw again. Over the middle, complete to Tate. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
A gain of 21 yards.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position, everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end, selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner. With good timing, you get a completion as we just saw there.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. That's something we saw over and over again in Barkley's rookie season. He had 91 catches last year, most ever by a rookie running back. Part of a fantastic rookie campaign that saw him go. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram with touchdown number 7 on the year as his guys are able to regain the lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Hey. Wide, get wide.
80 weapon. This time 7. Great 15.
They fake the give. Now Wentz. Jackson's got it over the middle. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Hey, box truck.
Yo.
Let's go.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Tie that left. 4 down. Alert 86.
Here, Chip.
Max Murray, I got him. Check 52.
Working from the gun, Wentz. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A big play there for Philly. 48 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. A running play on 1st down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Tackle made there by Jabril Peppers. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
Mike 52. Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wentz. Jeffrey with a catch left side. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 22-yard line.
That's another Eagles 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Wentz now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Running with Howard. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Hey, we are
Bring it to you.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Wentz, Ertz over the middle. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Running from the gun with Howard. And, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It's a 5-yard pickup, but spotted a few chain links short of the 1st, so a little bit of decision time here coming up on 4th down. And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. They go with Howard again. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Now Howard, and he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there.
57.
54, right there.
What's your son?
Go on.
What's your son?
On 2nd down, it's Howard. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal.
Don't go. Blue 80.
52 right here. 52.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And the kick by Elliott is good. And that'll bring him back within a point. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. And 3 yards there takes them to the 45. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Here's Jones to throw on 3rd down. It's caught, Shepard. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 35. A lot of people thinking that this could be a good year for Sterling Shepard to step out of the shadows of Odell Beckham Jr. But a season ago, pretty good for Sterling Shepard. 66 receptions, 872 yards, and now hoping for a 1,000-yard campaign in 2019. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Off play action. Jones. They'll let this go for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone, and they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
Throwing Jones. And Ingram hauls it in. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Big hook up there. Forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Throwing on first down. Jones. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
On second down now, Barkley. And down inside the 15 he goes. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's second and 13. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight one-point game. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They face a second down, but they are in field goal range. On second down, Barkley, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. Again, it's Barkley. And he'll take this one down near the 15. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. And Rosas puts this one through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
On a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point kicker. Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Again, it's Howard. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here.
Check 43.
5'9", 5'9".
5'2", the Mike 5'2", Mike 5'2".
Now Wentz. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Man 5'7".
Check 52's the Mike. Check 52's the Mike.
He don't know no better.
52's the Mike, boys. 52.
He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with a football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down.
Alert! 31. Go! Let's go. 31's the mic.
Wentz going to go on 4th down. And that is caught. He's got his running back downfield. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
It's going to be a long day. Check 24. Check 24.
Back to throw. Wentz. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10.
Tight right. We got three, fellas. We got 3. Here, shoot.
He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hey, 4 down. 82. 31's the mic. Tackles.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Intended for Nelson Aguilar. Incomplete. Janoris Jenkins on the coverage.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. One final try now for Wentz. He's going to let it fly. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over.